Save only one. Culture.
Kindly open the envelope Otega gave you.
Chai. That's why they noticed it.
Immunity.
What did I say?
At this point, I feel like Otega needs to start praying and fasting, because what is this bad luck that is trying to pursue him up and down in Big Brother's house? Like, I don't even get it. Like, bro, you literally got immunity, but you got it late. Like, how bad can that even get? 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey guys, hey Bethans, welcome back to my channel. My name is Austin Betha. I'm so glad to have you back here. Thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. And of course, this is to all my LOMLLS. The absolute loves of my life. Thank you for always watching my videos. And if you're new here, seeing my face for the very first time, hello. My name is Austin Betha and I'm excited to have you here. Please do well to hit on the subscribe button before you leave, and also give this video a thumbs up right now or at the end if you enjoyed watching it. Okay, so let's just get right into the video, guys. Today is Monday and we all know what happens on Mondays at 8 p.m. We always have the live nomination show, and obviously that happens after we have had the head of house challenger, which surprisingly, you know, Tracy, this is your week. There's nothing anybody can tell me. It's your week, girl. And, you know, just bask in the euphoria. Enjoy it, okay? Enjoy it. You worked for it, okay? Guys, the housemates had the head of house challenger. And, you know, Big Brother had told Tracy to pick her challengers, okay? So she picked Dede, Joanna, Thelma, Ivata, and Culture. She picked these 5 people. And they all played the game. It was more like car game. You know, if they play all this, no be PS. The other one, car race, have been a Fast and Furious. You know, those games where they drive car. If they play and you go play that one, because it was basically the same thing. You know, we had like a truck, there was a toy car, and of course the controller pad. Don't let me go and say something else. I know that that's not the name, but then that controller. So you have to drive your car up until you get to a point. You know, there were obviously rules and regulations, but I'm not dwelling on that because that's not even why we're here. But the point is, after all the challengers played alongside Tracy herself, Tracy was the best. She played it better than anyone else there. And of course, she retained her title as head of house. So no, guys, she's not head of house for just 20 hours. She's head of house for the entire week 3, right? We are already in the week 3, okay? So it was time for the live nomination tonight, and before that time, Big Brother told the housemates to move into the garden, and at that point, it just dawned on us that maybe he wanted to do what he did last week, you know, go and start looking for red envelopes and all of that. And guys, true to our thoughts, that was exactly what Big Brother had told them to do. And of course, the people that were not allowed to participate in this, you know, were the head of house, the most influential housemate of the week, you know, for week 2, that's Rude Boy. You guys remember that Big Brother said that his reward will be announced later. Immediately, they started the live nomination. Big Brother had sent in a ninja who came in with a black envelope, and when he opened it, it read immunity. So his reward, you know, Rude Boy's reward for being the most influential housemate for week 2 is immunity. So of course, the head of house, Tracy, cannot participate. Rude Boy, most influential, who already has immunity, doesn't have need to participate. And last but not the least, the snail of the house was not allowed to participate. But instead of being immune, she's automatically up for possible eviction, and that is the person of Isabella, right? So the rest of the housemates, Big Brother had told them, okay, go and look for the red envelopes and all of that, and he gave them 10 minutes. Now, after 10 minutes, he had told them to all read out their envelopes. Now, even before he did that, you know, he had told Otega to return his own envelope to the head of house, Tracy, because he found the envelope after 10 minutes had elapsed, right? And Big Brother asked him to confirm, and he said yes, that it was true. He had found it after Big Brother had already told them that 10 minutes was over, go back to your seats, right? So he had to hand it over. And it was at that point my mind was already telling me that, this one that Big Brother is particular about, this envelope that Otega found, something must be there. And true to everything, guys, every other housemate that found the red envelope, you know, theirs was better luck next time, better luck next time. You know, we had about 5 or 6 housemates, about 5 of them. Doris, Jasmine, Sultana, Faith, Jason Jae, K Bobo, they did not find any envelope. And then the ones that found, it was better luck next time. And so Big Brother had told Tracy, okay, Tracy, open that red envelope that you collected from Otega, and they read immunity, you know. So I'm like, guy, what is happening? You need to start kabashing, because at this point, At this point, it's not looking ordinary again. I'm just joking. But, you know, it was such a sad moment for Otega because he could have been saved. He could have had this week to rest. But then again, at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's the game. Now, it was time for Tracy to use her position as HOH to actually draw a power from the tree of trinkets. And when she had picked, it had said, save one housemate, just like the other time, you know, just like Victory's time as well. And I mean, she didn't even waste time. She just called Culture because at the end of the day, that was a safer bet. I know some people were like, oh, better how I wish she had actually picked Otega, you know, just to make him feel good. And in my mind, I'm like, why? Why? Like, no, like, it's not even that they're friends or anything. There's really no attachment there. So it's better she just goes with her safe option. She has already put the guy in the room. In fact, the reason she chose him as one of her challengers was, okay, if you win, at least me too, I'll still be your roommate. You know, there's already an understanding there. So why complicate issues because you are pitying somebody else who probably would not even pity you? I mean, if it was Otega, I don't think Tracy would be, you know, option 1, option 2, option 3, option 4. Like, there's Thelma. There's people he talks to in the house, you know. So for me, I feel like her choice was just really okay. Just go with the culture that you have already picked from the beginning, right? So definitely what that means is every other person in that house is up for possible eviction, except for Tracy, who is head of house, Rue Boy, who is the most influential, and of course, Culture by virtue of being saved by head of house, right? So only 3 people are safe. The rest of the housemates are up. So you better start voting now because voting polls have started. You need to start voting. It closes on Thursday. So you might want to start voting like you've never voted before. Okay. Now, after that, Big Brother had announced to them that he was introducing a new element into the house, right? And of course, that's the red telephone. He had mentioned to them that anytime the telephone rings, the housemate that is closest to the telephone when it's ringing needs to pick it up. And if by virtue of, oh, the phone is ringing and nobody could pick it, the head of house, Tracy, has the overall power to decide a housemate that will go and pick it. You know, so if they're all saying, no, I will not pick, Tracy can say, oh, you better go and pick it. At that point, I will not have a choice. I just have to go and pick it, you know. So Big Brother told them that they all have to be alert just to hear when the telephone is ringing and all of that, right? And then he also commended them, saying that, you know, this week they have proven themselves in terms of carrying out all the little tasks that he brought to them, you know, during the week. He told them that he was going to be watching and all of that. And so for that reason, 7.5 million naira has been added to their initial balance, which was 10 million. That's the prize money, the cash prize. You know, we talked about it in a few videos, you know, back, right? So now what they have in their wallet as the balance is 17,500,000. That's 17.5 million. So basically, he told them that they did a good job, and if they want to keep increasing it, you know, they need to work together. They need to work to make sure that they are worthy of, you know, any increase whatsoever. And then the TV came on, they showed us the coin dropping into a box and all of that. And guys, when the TV came on, for me, I was like, okay, Big Brother, finally the TV is on. Can we have some clips? Can you show some of the housemates what they have been doing? Why is nobody talking about the whole Sultana thing? Like what's happening? Are we just going to let it slide? You know, for me, anyway, I don't know, Biggie's house, Biggie's rules, but it just didn't sit well with me. And I felt like, you know, that... Guys, let me know, am I overthinking it? Or have we gotten past the urine issue? Because at this point, I don't even know. You know, so let it not be that, oh, Becca is just the one over-exaggerating things, right? But let me know what your thoughts are. Now, of course, there were other conversations in the house. Now, apparently, Dede found out today that Jason Jae, who she calls her friend, you know, had an idea about the urine thing, even when he came to her. So let me break it down a bit. When she found out about the urine thing and all of that, obviously she was pissed, and in the moment her emotions were all over the place. She started crying, right? And then Gigi was the one that went to spread the news, because now everybody else were thinking, oh, it was I don't know who they said they were even thinking it was her that went to spread it, but it was Gigi. You know, the housemates literally found out that it was Gigi that was spreading the gist. Oh, Gigi's Dede is crying, Dede is crying, the Sultana peed, Dede is crying. I feel like Gigi needs to actually tone it down, because at this point, I don't really know what's happening to her, you know. But anyways, so Jason Jae had heard that Dede was crying, right? And then he had come up to her to ask her what the issue was. And she was trying to tell him about the whole urine thing in her box. And he acted like he had no idea. But he did. And so she found out today that the guy had an idea. Obviously, she had a conversation with Mide, who had told her, right? And Mide, she would hear things here. I mean, I sort of like her friendship with Dede, but sometimes I'm confused because in the moments where I expect her to speak up for Dede, she sort of doesn't do that, so 1 minute I'm liking the fact that she looks out for Dede. The other minute I'm like, but you can at least still do the same thing even in your conversations, But then again, it's a game. I don't want to stress myself. Cocoa of the matter is that Dede had a conversation with Mide, and they had talked about it. Mide had told her, basically everything that happened, right? And she decided to go and confront Jason Jae, and she's like, "And you call yourself my friend?" And then I even heard that you kissed Sultana. And I'm not even pissed that you kissed Sultana, but it's just giving, I went for the cheapest option. I said, well, Jason J that was saying he will not talk to her, he will not talk to her. Throughout today, he has been following Dede like fly. And, they finally got the chance to actually talk. I think I mentioned it, in the video that I posted today, the first video that I posted today, because this is actually the third video I'm posting today. Yes, right? So I think I mentioned it there, or even in the second one, I'm not sure now. But anyways, the point is, they finally had a chance to talk, and it seemed like, Jason really wanted his friendship back. He really wanted his friendship with Dede back. And so he was trying his best, even when they were not having that conversation about, oh, so you knew about the P thing and all of that. He was literally blabbing. He did not have any excuse. And then Dede was like, you know what? I'm not even asking you not to have your friends or whatever, but when you see me, please don't really converse with me, because for me, I don't really know. Like, you call yourself my friend. You saw me crying. I was literally ranting to you over something that you already knew. How about, oh, Dede, I'm actually aware. Like, you did not tell me. Because it's the babe that you kissed, that's why you're not telling me. So what else are you keeping? Like, she was not even having it. But then again, we did not finish that conversation, So it's not like she's trying to pick a fight with Jason. It's just, you're my friend. Why would you keep something like that away from me? If you had told me, then it would have made me feel good. Like, I would have felt better knowing that you told me about it and not me hearing that you were aware, and then you're always with this set of people now, I'm just like, well, you people will be fine. You'll be all right. So conversations here and there. It also seems like there's now peace between, Sultana, Doris, and Gigi. But mostly Gigi is following Sultana around. And I'm just like, Doris is trying her best to be cool, but also to stand on her own, just be by herself and do other things. They're cool, they're talking, but it's like, you know what? After everything that happened, maybe I need a bit of space. But Gigi, close marking. She's giving Sultana close marking, and I hope it works out for her, because at this point I really do not know. I don't have an idea. Sultana was also having a conversation with, there was someone she was talking to in the lounge, and she was basically saying that this whole Victory thing now, is it because Victory became head of house, and then of course Camera, obviously they're always calling him and all of that. Before now, she and Victory, they talk. Victory comes to her when she's feeling down. He comes to her. She has an issue with her leg. He's always helping her. Child, different things. That now, ordinary small noodles that I ate with this boy, everybody started talking about it. And then it now spiraled to the whole Gigi feeling somehow that, she is moving to Victory. When in the real sense of it, she and Victory had been talking since, even before the whole, this thing happened. I'm just like, Again, like I said, you people will be fine. You understand? You people will be fine. There were just a lot of other conversations that happened in that house, but truth be told, for the most part, the house was really, really quiet and sad. And I'm even more sad just realizing that Zita is now walking with a stick. She literally needs that to walk. I hope it doesn't get worse than that. I heard when Faith was announcing to them, some of the things that could probably cause it, that they need to actually tone down on spices and all of that they cook in the house, salt, they need to tone down on it. And of course, water retention or something, especially with the ladies, right? So Big Brother had promised to bring in, there was something he mentioned that Big Brother will be bringing into the house. The ladies have to wear it at night and take it off, the next morning. So hopefully that helps, but so far so good. They've all been trying to put in work, put in effort for their wager and all. But yeah, the main reason for this video is to let you know that Tracy is still HOH, and she has saved Kocho, who is also her roommate. And then of course, Rue Boy got immunity by virtue of being the most influential housemate for week 2. And Isabella, snail of the house, so she's automatically up alongside every other housemate in that house, right? So again, start voting. Okay. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. If I missed out on anything, please be kind enough to mention it in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video. I love you so much. And of course, I will see you guys on the next one. Okay. Bye.